We're about to go live to YouTube too. YouTube also.
YouTube. He's on that YouTube, man. Hey, YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube.
Well, y'all some fucking reporters.
Chow doing. Hey. Chow doing. Chow doing.
When are we going to introduce the new segment?
We are on.
You need to cut.
I'm not on with my neighbor Josh. I'm on.
Going live with my neighbor Josh.
With the world. Oops.
How much of a delay is this? Oh, wow.
At Lewis 3.
We're about to go live to the YouTubes.
Zero people watching now. Hello? It's me.
I'm having the same problem. What is it? It's Friday night. Yeah?
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah?
Alright. So we're on.
Get you some. So is it about the titles too on YouTube?
I'm not quite sure.
You know, same thing with Periscope. Like your title's got to be something for people to like.
Yeah, I mean, hashtags or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what. I'm not even paying attention to that part right now. I'm just trying to get the technical side of it, where I'm just trying to
get it up and go.
Just get it to fucking work.
From 12 to 6.
But
or from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to go 12 to 6 ever.
No, it's illegal. Actually, you cannot do a 12 to 6 elbow. It's illegal in the UFC, all professional MMA.
I was thinking a 6 to midnight kind of.
Yeah.
Situation.
We could do that too. But all right. Hello everyone on Periscope, everyone on YouTube, everyone in this living room.
The podcasts.
The podcasts are here. If you're listening for the first time, welcome. This is my mom's favorite podcast. This is the Adventures of Michael Lee podcast. I am Michael Lee. Next to me is the world famous at Lewis 3.
I don't know about world famous.
Okay, well, regionally famous. If you're in the
regionally,
the 209-925 916-408. This kid's got mad range.
Yeah.
He was like the regional cell phone plan you had, or like your pager back in the day when you really couldn't get that far out.
Yeah.
But shit, here we are. Here I am. You never left.
There you are.
Here I am. Here we are. Back at it again with the podcast. Many a listener have spoken, and they've deemed you the and still co-host champ of the year, going 5 or 6 episodes deep now. You know the ratings don't lie.
No.
The listeners don't lie.
I saw them too. I saw them. You sent me over all of the stats and all the stuff that only you can see because you're in charge. You're the man in charge, and I saw them.
And I don't share those numbers with anybody, just anybody. I got to share them with you, champ.
I saw them, man, and they're real. They're real.
So people who wonder what we're talking about here is we look at the numbers for downloads, and I know in the last episode I was asking everybody to rate and review the podcast in iTunes because that gets the ratings higher, it moves us up higher up in the chain. We can see the end result of that, so we can see how many downloads are happening, which countries, which states, which cities all these are going down in. And consistently, whenever you're on the podcast, we see the numbers spike. You're kind of like Steph Curry right now. You're trying to chase after your own records and try to break your own records. But the consecutive MVP is here. We're super excited about that. What's been going on with you before we get into this episode?
It's just been crazy, man. It's been back and forth. It's been all over the place. I was transitioning out to the Bay Area.
Yeah, how'd that go?
It kind of backfired, but in a good way. It backfired in a good way because the jobs that did come through are right, next to each other, literally right next to each other. And working for the concert industry, still in the music industry, and then working for the Stockton Ports baseball team, the field and the arena are literally walking distance. So working for both of those companies, I couldn't ask for more, besides maybe more hours and more pay, but who doesn't?
Right.
that's just a typical thing everyone wants. But yeah, other than that, it's been wild. I've done my share of traveling and concert going myself, and it's been on a different level. It's been more local, but I've been doing a lot of it too. So that and the new jobs and working, it's I guess a man's life.
Work.
And then something, I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of shows, on this episode we have my bestie, my festie, my longtime partner in crime, Nicole, at Created by Nick on Instagram. She's got some of her lettering and some of her art up there. I definitely suggest that you follow her and see what she's up to. But the crazy thing is you've heard these stories that we've been telling about doing Coachella and all that stuff that seems for us to be in the past, but it didn't end as quickly for Nicole. She left Coachella immediately from Indio to LAX to SFO to China for 2 weeks.
They don't fly straight to China from LAX?
She was meeting up with some relatives up here in the Bay Area.
She had stops and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So I met up with her last week when she just got back to China, and we just got time to sit down and reminisce about Coachella. We mixed in 3 separate concerts within her first week back. So imagine you go to Coachella where most people die. Most people cannot hang after the 3 days. She flies out to China for 2 weeks, comes back and hangs out with this asshole for 3 shows, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. 2 Cascade shows, which were pretty heavy. Hollywood and then downtown LA. It was pretty nuts. But it was good to catch up with her. As someone who goes to shows a lot, you can appreciate that when you're away from your festie or show cohort. I don't even know what word I'm looking for. But anyways,
that was weird.
Yeah,
whatever you just did right there.
I was trying to spit it out. I could not enunciate properly. But so we're back at it again. Doing shows, doing podcasts. Everything's in full swing. And we got more shit to get into, specifically tonight.
A bunch. Yes. We're going to go wrist deep in the poopy.
In the poopy. What's up? What's on the menu for tonight?
You tell me, man.
At Lewis 3?
You tell me. I mean, this isn't my neck of the woods, dude. Either. So
well, the game plan.
We're both gonna shoot for the stars and end up in the shit, man.
Yeah, we're taking the podcast live. We're taking you with us. We're going out tonight. We're gonna do hit a little Redcoats radio.
Oh yeah.
So the boys over at Redcoats. Jason the Butcher, aka Wife Beater Guy, aka Who Wants to Be on the Internet. Who else is working? I got
so much love for that guy.
Dude, follow him if you're not already. From the War Vegas episode, at what is it? At Butcher_Jason. Follow him, and then at PJ Landeros 170, George Landeros, aka Sweater Guy, also from the War Vegas episode. They work at Redcoats, the bar that Tommy runs, which you remember here from Tommy Redcoats. Yeah. So again, if this is your first time listening to this podcast, I know it's a lot of names. There's a lot of it seems like you're missing out. You're really not missing out on much because we've only got 10 episodes out, and it's really easy to catch up. But tonight we're going to be meeting up with a few of the players from most of these episodes, and that's kind of the concept here. Is what we want to do is be able to take all these, the chaos and the crazy stories, and be able to reminisce on these old stories. Plug in those key players from those stories so you can get their account of them, and then create new ones. So Lou and I are going to be out at Redcoats tonight with 3 or 4 of the guys from the 10 episodes of this podcast, and we're going to do
supercasting.
Yeah, it's going to be a supercast.
Supercast.
Yeah, we're gonna break the internet. So hurry up if you want to get
records.
on it.
We're going for records.
If you want to hurry up and get on the internet before it breaks.
Yeah, use the internet now before we break it tonight.
Before we break it. So it's super fun. It's gonna be super fun. and we're just teeing up this episode with me and Nicole. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys are glad that I'm back in the Bay for this next week, because you get some Mo Lou over here at Lewis 3 again. Actually, aren't you doing some stuff on Periscope right now that people should be following? Aren't you doing like a little project?
Yeah, it's still the same name. It's still, I mean, all of my social media names are all the same, and that's like the way I keep it, because it's so much easier that way. But yeah, on Periscope, I'm doing I don't know, they released a thing where you can save your Periscopes forever now.
Save.
Hashtag save. So,
Captain Save a Scope.
All scopes matter,
All scopes matter.
It's kind of one of those things now where I can go back and I can watch all the dumb shit that I do.
Fuck yeah.
So eventually, I'm hoping they release something where I can have those, where they're going to let me download them. Because at that point, I can edit, and it's all the life of Lou. So if you go through all my scopes, the one that are saved, some will be up for 24 hours. I'll do some weird shit or whatever, but I won't save them.
All the whack beats that nobody could really boogie to.
Right, the B-sides that I don't want.
Yeah.
So
there'll be rare underground footage years from now.
It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen. So I'm looking forward to it. And right now I'm doing my own thing where it's the life of Lou. So
Was that one after the Warriors game at City Hall? Was that a Life of Lou, or is that just a random?
That was a Life of Lou. Yeah, that is saved. Yeah, me and one of my buddies, Brandon, I've known him since he was about 15, and he's going to be 25 or 26 next week. So
right on. The $20 watch.
Yes, he's a watch connoisseur. So what happened was we actually went to a concert, and then we took off to City Hall in San Francisco, and then they had it lit up with Warrior colors, and I broadcast from Periscope, and we were just having a good time in front of City Hall. So
it was a good time. You told me to watch it, and I was just like, "What am I getting myself into?" But no, it was seriously. It was a pretty good Periscope. So you got that going. Now, speaking of Periscopes and collaborating, also, those of you guys who like the podcasts where we collaborated with Grappling Through Life, reached out to those guys back at Cyclone Mixed Martial Arts in Livermore. So
super cool guys.
Yeah, Lou was down there with me today. So shout out Fabiano, Tati, Uzi, Igor, all the instructors at Cyclone MMA in Livermore, for whatever you need. Yourself as an adult, kids, whatever you got going on, they're going to take care of you. I don't train there anymore because I moved, but if I was still in the area, that's my family. That's where I would be. And that's who we're going to be hanging out with this week. If you like the guys from Grappling Through Life podcast, that whole clique, that whole crew is straight out of Cyclone. Straight out of Cyclone. A crazy something.
Crazy jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, something about jiu-jitsu. Yeah. We're not rappers. We're barely podcasters here, folks. So
I'm barely any of those.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to call.
I just literally said the same thing you said.
And what I say goes.
Right.
So without any more of our shenanigans and our bullshit, I'm going to give to you, I believe, which is episode 11. I could be wrong. Episode 11. And we'll just call this one, I don't know. What should we call this one? It's Nicole. She went to China, Coachella. She's back now. We went to 3 shows. Cascade. Nothing.
Bestie Festy. I mean, this is the
Bestie Fest.
Yeah, you get the Bestie
Fest.
The
Bestie
right
Fest.
There.
Episode number 10, Bestie Fest.
Or 11.
Or 11. 11 or 12. Bestie Fest. All right, we're fucking out of here. See